So, we're diving into a pretty serious accusation made against the musician El Makabelico. The claim is that his music isn't just art, but actually a tool for a pretty dangerous organization. The source material we're looking at makes a very direct, very challenging claim. And today, we're going to break it all down and ask the big question: is this propaganda? Let's get into it.
And this is really the core question, isn't it? Artist or propagandist? Where exactly does artistic freedom stop and promoting a criminal agenda begin? It's a really blurry line, so definitely keep this question in the back of your mind as we start to examine the evidence.
At the very heart of this whole controversy is El Makabelico. He's a musician whose work has come under some intense scrutiny. And the source material we're looking at today, well, it puts him and his lyrics directly in the crosshairs.
All right, so to really get what's going on here, we need to get clear on a couple of things first. What exactly is the accusation, and what's the key term that's being used?
Okay, so that central accusation revolves around this word, propaganda. What does that really mean in this context? Well, it's not just about expressing an opinion. It's about using a medium, in this case music, to systematically push a very specific and often biased agenda. And the source argues his music is doing exactly that.
And here is the first major accusation right from the source. It's not subtle, is it? It directly links the artist to a specific criminal organization, the Cartel del Noreste. Okay, so how does the source connect this alleged tie to a cartel with his actual music? Well, that's where the whole propaganda claim really starts to take shape.
So the source material doesn't beat around the bush. It just lays out its case with a series of really blunt, escalating labels. Let's just go through them one by one. First, the source starts with a pretty straightforward label: criminal. But, it doesn't just stop there. Then the accusation gets even more intense. They label him a terrorist. And finally, it connects all of this back to his art, claiming his music is the vehicle for it all, that it's pure propaganda. Okay, so those are the accusations. Pretty heavy stuff, but what's the evidence? The source points right to the artist's own words. So let's dig into the lyrics from his song Wero V10. The language here is just incredibly direct. We keep trafficking what the command orders. I mean, there's no real metaphor here. It seems like an open admission of criminal activity, and it even hints at a hierarchy, taking orders from some higher command. And the very next line is just as explicit. Effective sicarios are the ones protecting me. Now, sicarios means hitmen. So this isn't just about crime in the abstract, it's about glorifying the violence that comes with it, basically framing paid killers as his personal security detail. And right here, this is maybe the most direct connection yet. The flag of the Cartel Del Noreste is held high. He explicitly names the exact group that was mentioned in that initial accusation, and it's framed as a statement of pride. This last line really reinforces that idea of a hierarchy. I work for the commander and act when I must. It just paints this picture of someone who isn't some independent operator, but more like a soldier in a structured organization just taking orders. So, how do all of these different pieces actually fit together? Let's put the accusations side by side with the artist's own lyrics. And this slide really puts it all into sharp focus, doesn't it? On the left, you've got the source's claim his music is propaganda for the Cartel del Noreste. And on the right, the artist's own lyric, the flag of the Cartel del Noreste is held high. The alignment between the accusation and the lyric is pretty hard to ignore. So when you look at all these themes together, you can really see how they build the case for propaganda. You've got this open pride in criminal acts, the glorification of violence, this loyalty to a command structure, and a direct declaration of allegiance to a named cartel. So where does all of this leave us? Based on the evidence from the source, what's really the ultimate takeaway here? Well, when you connect all the dots, from the definition of propaganda to the specific accusations, and then right to the lyrics themselves, the source material presents a really clear argument that this artist's own words are the strongest evidence for the claims being made against him. And that leaves us with a final and pretty crucial question that goes way beyond just one artist. When music openly celebrates a criminal lifestyle with such specific allegiance, where does the art end and, well, where does recruitment begin? At what point does a song become a tool? Thanks for watching.